A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. I think you can hear the background music. So yeah, this is an energy update for divine feminines. And I don't know, every time I start doing the channeling, somebody starts playing music outside. This is typical actual music. Thankfully, those people left. Last night's music went on for many hours, so I really could not get back to it. Hopefully, today we might not have that long of music going on. Anyway, the channeling today is very interesting. This is about the divine feminines, and I can pick onto the energy of the archetypes who are focusing on the long term goal. Now, I think this is also very important because many a times the divine masculines trigger the divine feminines way too much. Like they do stuff that is extremely annoying, and there's a lot of negativity in it. At the same time, I think I'm able to pick on to people who are who have received commitment from the masculine, but commitment probably is not the only thing. There are lots of other responsibilities that he needs to take. But the divine feminines here, they are focusing on what is it that they really want the masculine to do for them. Like what do they want to see in their journey eventually? Marriage, family, and most importantly, him being a divine masculine, the person that he can actually be, the potential that he carries. However, as I can see, this is not for everyone. Everyone cannot do it. The journey is not easy, guys. Even after marriage, even after a very committed relationship, it's not easy. I mean, sometimes it feels like the beginning for a lot of people. Unless you are in a really murky situation, like if you're with a married person, and I would say this even for men, okay, if you're with a married person who has children with someone, or they're with somebody, they're just fooling you, they're not gonna leave that person, because most such people usually come up with things like, I'm unhappy with my person, I'm unhappy with my partner, and then they say all these stories just to get with stuff happening with you. So your person, if you guys are committed to each other, for sure, whatever negativity is there in your relationship, God has given you the option to heal it right there and then. Like here and now, you can heal it instead of, okay, the music has started again. Let them come a little bit close and then only I'll take a pause. So you don't have to attach with the negativity. And I know some of the things that the masculines do, it's extremely annoying, like for real. And sometimes they can actually come back to haunt you. Like let's say you've forgotten about it and you forgave him and then you came back again, but you're just sitting there having a good time, or he's done something else completely different, and then you think about all the past events that he's put you through, and then it becomes really hard to move on from it. I feel that the music is a positive sign for the divine feminines all over the world right now, because there are so many changes that are happening, in this energy. Now, so overall, she needs to be more. She needs to be more focused on what's ahead. Okay, and there are going to be low points, there will be difficulties, there will be challenges. It's not going to be a cakewalk, it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying it will be easy, but it is not impossible. As I said, the only place you should leave or you should run away from is with someone who's married and committed to someone else. Marriage is something you cannot compromise with, and if all the divine feminines, this is for all those who do not want to compromise on love, and also for those divine feminines who are sure of what they want. Like, if they want the right person, if they want the right love, and they are willing to put their work on it, those type of people, this channeling is for them. So you need to make peace with the challenges and the low phases as well. I think what is tough is going to actually give you freedom. That's how I see it. Because sometimes, even I have noticed it, like not sometimes, many times, when the low phase comes, it wants to suck you into it and it wants you to react. But if you just control yourself at that point in time, that moment, or those 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, when you really want to blast at the masculine, or you really want to yell at him, or you just want to say something extremely mean to him, or you just want to give it back to him, those are the moments, if you can just control yourself and focus on God. Just focus on God, just, like, go through it. Because it's not like, I'm not saying never say anything to people, never give it back to people, just quietly suffer and be miserable. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm trying to show you a very different way of dealing with things, because what we want is, we don't want it to come back again. We don't want it to repeat, or we don't want it to be back with all of that intensity. We want the intensity to reduce. I mean, I remember when I used to have these nightmares, I used to see my person in the nightmare troubling me. When I started working on it, when I started saying, like, I stopped giving it energy, it changed from my person to, you won't believe it, to someone who I had a crush on when I was a little girl, when I was still in school and I was a kid. When you're kids and you have crushes on people like someone else, and when I saw that person in my nightmare, I was shocked. I was literally shocked. But my intensity and my connection and my feeling towards that person felt like, and I saw that person as a grown-up. I didn't see that person as a kid. I have not seen that person as a grown-up, because I never did. I left the school at a certain age and I never saw those classmates again. So this is crazy. The intensity of the nightmare was not the same as it was earlier, and the intensity was different and the issues were different, and the nightmare did not end the way it used to end earlier. Like earlier, it used to end on a bad note, and this time I saw an old lady. When it changed, when the nightmare changed a bit, pretty much 50% it changed, I saw an old lady, like a mother figure, and she started talking to me. She relaxed me. I was like, when I woke up, I was quite stunned, because it became a interesting experience, not just a nightmare. And she explained certain things to me, the mother, and the mother energy was like a wise woman who had a lot of experience of life, and she asked me to sit in front of God and meditate. That's what she told me to do, and I did that within the dream space. Can you believe it? I meditated for 15-20 minutes, and when I got up from there, I was a much different person. I was very relaxed, and all the things were gone. The people, the nightmare, and suddenly I started thinking, hey, this is not even real. This is a dream. Imagine you're in a dream and you're thinking it's a dream. And then I woke up and I was a different person. I was not the same person who used to have a bad day after those nightmares. So I'm just sharing my experience with you, and this is probably the effect or the impact of inner work. Just observation and just telling yourself that it's not real. This is not real. The bad thoughts, the negativity, the anger is never real. And then you can see probably the other aspect of it. You can see the other side of it. You can see the other angle of it. Then it's easier to forgive and it's easy to forget as well. Now, as per this collective reading, I'm just giving you this tip, it just came in and I hope it's handy for a lot of you. Why this is happening, I'm being given the reason also, because the divine masculine, what he's trying to do is, he's good in 3D, you're good in 5D, okay? You're also good in 3D. I'm not saying you're not, but his 3D life is very easy. Whatever he wanted, he got. Whatever he needed, and you can see that in all of your masculines. They have a different kind of confidence that you were drawn to. And for him, why he is attracted to you so much, you're the only one for him, is because you have this power in the 5D. You have faith, you have good energy, you are mission oriented, you're very caring, you don't get scared very easily, you don't react so much as normal people do. You're not scared of him. A lot of people would be scared of him. A lot of people would get triggered by him, and he can make people cry or just get really mad, and you don't do a lot of that unless he really pisses you off. So he's been trying to keep that 3D life intact, whatever he thinks is good, while he also wants you in the background. And you feel abandoned by him because he's so focused on the materialistic stuff that he has. Now, you also have been struggling in 3D. You have worked on your root chakra. Now you're probably, some of you are in the sacral and some of you are in the solar plexus. And I would actually recommend everyone to work on solar plexus, because the more you work on solar plexus, everything will get sorted on its own. Root chakra issues, money issues, sacral chakra, any abuse, anything sexual. And once your bottom 3 chakras are working great, automatically you can get energy from the upper 3 chakras, and then you all the chakras put energy into the heart chakra at the same time. And a lot of you have really beautiful heart chakras as well, but it's not connected. The connection is broken of the chakras. Chakras are always working, but we are not aligned, so we don't get the fruits of whatever gifts and the fruits and the bounties we have over there. So because of his programming and because of your programming, because of the triggers that you both give to each other, he makes you feel abandoned and overloaded. What you make him feel, I'm not going into that right now, because right now the focus is, you need to focus on the long-term goal. What's your long-term goal? What do you really want from the divine masculine? You need to focus on that. If you feel this anger or this abandonment and this emotional overload, and you feel like you're a dump yard and he just comes and throws stuff at you, and he's always acting like his minuscule and stupid problems are really big and they need to be dealt with first, and every day, the day has to start from his solving his problems and his self-created issues, to like completely forgetting what you're up to, what you're doing, and you have to really, that's how he acts. He acts like he's in a big emergency, he's in a big hurry, and he needs to sort it out. For you, those things are not that important. You look at those things and you're like, I would never panic this way for these things. I would never react this way. You are really good in a lot of things, and maybe that's why he's hanging around with you a lot of times, because he sees certain calmness and certain peace in you. And when you look at him, he also has certain things which he's effortless about. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that much deeper, maybe some other channeling, and you can ask me questions also. So this channeling is focusing on all those feminines, all those archetypes, so strong, amazing, brilliant feminines who have figured out a way. So I'm just kind of sharing it with those who don't have it, and maybe in future it can help you. When you have that really strong surge of energy, realize and remember that the surge is going to lead to a purge. The surge will lead to the purge. And the best way to do it is not react to it, not bother about it. Very hard, I know, but not impossible. And he is there with you. For a lot of you people, he's around. He's messaging you, he's calling you, he meets you. It's just that he is not what you thought he would be, whatever he pretended or whatever you assumed. But that's okay. That's okay, because your divine masculine is actually giving you the fodder you need. You need this fodder. You change the person, you leave the person, you can also become the runner. It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna, unless it's a personal reading, I can't say what's your scenario. Sometimes I just do readings even on comment section. Like a while back, I intuitively picked on to someone who was involved with a married person who did not come across as a good person, the other guy, the married guy. And I immediately told this person, okay, if you think this is not working out, you should leave it, because it's not giving me good energy. This person is not giving me good energy. And they had not even told me. This person had not told me about the scenario. So sometimes I do that, but not always. And in a collective reading, I am going to talk about the most important thing. Okay? So what do you need to really step back from? Is the reaction, is the the surge, and is that anger that he's giving to you, because that anger is damaging, and sooner or later you will figure it out. Sooner or later you will realize that it's better to let that feeling go instead of allowing it to control you instead. Okay, it's an emotional it's a very emotional thing that makes you very sensitive, and it's going to give you all sorts of bad ideas about future, but better to not go into that direction. Now this is also happening to a lot of divine feminines, because the 9-year cycle of healing is closing in 2026. A lot of people put it on internet that it is getting closed on December 31st, but technically the new year does not end on 31st December. That's only for the English calendar, the Gregorian calendar. The actual calendar, the natural calendar, as per that, the new year always comes in March or April. So this year, new year will begin on March 19 with the Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, as per what I've been seeing here. So now when that happens, or it is literally happening, many of you divine feminines who resonate with this, you are closing this cycle of 9 years healing. It's a very important space to be in. Lot of good lessons you have learned, and now it's time to also apply it, or maybe some of it you're already applying it as you go. So we need to learn the lesson of forgiveness. We need to let go of all the grudges. We don't need to carry the resentment, and a lot of the things that you're experiencing right now with your divine masculine, they actually come from your childhood. They're all connected. You may not know it. The grudges you carry from your childhood, they are actually carried forward. So if you really want to release some of the stuff that he's put you through, you need to remove the stuff that you have been holding on to, the stuff that makes you feel that you're not worthy. Some of the things he has no role to play, because energetically you're blocked. So even if he wants to give it to you, he can't give it to you, because the energy is not allowing it. The receiving energy is blocked. So when you let go of all those pain bodies and grudges and traumas and whatever, those situations, those memories, those negative memories that carry all of this, then automatically you will see changes. You'll also see changes in other masculines, other people around you. You'll notice changes in your sibling bonds or brother-sister bond, or other friends who are men, or other people who are men who are working with you. Like masculine energy would heal automatically. So now you need to just honor the past, and best is to move on. Moving on is not easy for a lot of people, but if you're able to do it, he is also going to mirror it. He is going to mirror moving on from the attachment he has with all the 3D old redundant stuff. There's a lot of stuff that he doesn't need, but he's carrying it with him. Just like you're carrying some stuff with you, he is also carrying it with him, and he's going to let it go. Now, this new divine feminine, the one that I'm channeling, she has become more financially stable. She is spiritually really mature. She is good with her physical health, and she's also manifesting a lot of things. She's manifesting marriage, or she's manifesting beautiful, healthy children. She's manifesting harmonious family bonds. She is working on her soul purpose. She's working on just being who she is. It's not easy to just be. Just be is the hardest thing to do, but she's able to do it. And she's very aligned. She takes the correct actions. She has discernment, and she's also focusing on business ideas and money making. Like, I can see she's wealthy. She's a wealthy lady. 9 of Pentacles energy. I'm also seeing a lot of you are meeting some interesting people. People who are like you, like-minded people, very positive people who actually understand you. They're not the people who judge you. They're not the people who drain you. Because in the past, you have interacted with certain people who you've called friends. And every time you discussed a problem with them, a challenge with them, and they know you're very positive, they know that you're very bright, you have helped them in many situations. But if you would walk up to them and you tell them that, you know what, I'm facing this situation, I'm facing this challenge, they will just listen to you sometimes, like literally just listen to you, not give you any expression, nothing. And they won't even say anything nice to uplift you. But you can see that they apply a lot of things in their life, and they also sort of collect people. Like, a lot of people go to them, and now you can understand why so many people are going to them. Just like you, they are taking energy from a lot of people, because every time you've talked to these friends who cannot explain to you, and no judgment for those people, no resentment, God bless them too, because had they not been there, you would not have realized that they're completely not your people. I mean, they are your people in some things, but you cannot talk to them about stuff that happens to you, because you need a very mature mind. You need spiritually mature people who are excited in life, who are gung-ho in life, who have done something different in life. They've pursued their inner organic desires. There are some desires that are very much 3D and man-made, but there are some which are very organic, and they've pursued their heart's goals, and they've pursued simplicity. They are divine, they are genius, they are intelligent, actually intelligent people. Those are the people, they are your soul family members, or they are here on the same earth mission as you are. So you're going to attract those people, you're going to meet those people, or some of you already have started meeting those people. They match your frequency, they match your vibration, and in some cases they even know that you are also an amazing person. You're also sort of a master soul, you're a monad, but because of whatever XYZ reason, you've been a bit stuck somewhere, and you are on a journey of manifesting things that you really need to grow. So you can see this channeling as an invitation to step up as well. Step up and level up, go up in the ladder, don't remain stagnant, because we are all here on this planet to share our gifts with the world. We are here to share ourselves with the world. We are a gift too, gift of God. We are human beings on this planet. We are here to just show the world that just being who we are is the biggest talent that we can, reflect back, we can offer. So you do have your own unique signature code and energy. So we are same and yet we are different. We are individuals, but we are all the same, So if you look at a fruit basket, you have the apple, you have the orange, you have the banana. They're all fruits, right? But they're all beautiful and individual fruits, and they have their respective qualities, health benefits, taste, they all shine in their own space. So you're aligning with people who generally they value you most of the times, and they genuinely like you. They genuinely understand you. They don't see so much negativity in you like some people used to see, like the others used to see, because the others have not done that type of inner work. They've not grown so much. They see you much differently than the others. A lot of others have seen you, because the others have not done that kind of inner work. and they've not grown so much. So people can only see you the way they see themselves. You've seen the world, you've seen a lot of people like, oh, this person is amazing, this person is talented. You've made friends based on the potential, and you've even hung out with people based on the futuristic version of them. You see them, 10 years later, they're going to be this person, even though today they are absolutely difficult to hang out with. The only thing that you've lacked is a bit of discernment, and certain things come with inner work, experience, time, and some kind of experiences also lead you to understand who you need to give your energy to. Everybody is not going to give energy to everybody. You only do it for people you feel that they match with the goals and ideals, and they're aligned in the same way. So anyway, the whole idea is to let you know that focus on the bigger picture, focus on the big vision, not the small minuscule things that will come and go. Some of these things that make you angry, if you do this practice, you'll realize the thing that was making you really angry, it was triggering you a lot, it was very intense. After 20 minutes, the intensity is gone. Especially if you focus on what you love, especially if you continue to work, continue to do what you do, or continue to have faith. For me, faith is number one. If you keep practicing faith, you keep talking to God, whatever work, whatever job you have, even that becomes easy for you. And you'll realize that, half an hour back or 1 hour back, I was so angry at something that the masculine had done, and now I don't feel the same way. And good, I did not react. And good, I did not say some of those things that I wanted to say back then. Now, maybe you're not that angry, maybe you're still a bit upset, but 2 hours later, 3 hours later, you'll even change more. And if you keep adding onto this energy, you will be a different person. And when you're a different person, the world changes for you. So this is where I'm going to close this collective reading. You can get into a personal session, a personal reading, and you can also work with me on a lot of these patterns and release them via the therapies that I have mentioned in the description box. Usually people who connect with me on therapies are those who have a already healed root chakra, and now the other chakras need work, the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. And once, as I said, the bottom 3 chakras are working, you're good to go. Then I don't even to tell you what to do, you'll do it yourself. You can also get my book, In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. It's available only on Amazon Kindle on the link that I've given. That's where you get the latest edited version. You can become my Patreon, and you can also be a part of live channeling. So check out the YouTube membership option. Okay, so see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and Victor to Ram.